It was the summer holidays, and for many years this season had been demanding for the railway. Post would highly pile up in Lyme Bay with postcards from holiday makers, and many would travel by rail to spend their summer there. But this year has seen trouble. More holiday makers were going abroad, and with fares subtracting the prices on British rail, they were going up. Summer trains were slightly reduced, but this was only an adaptation for the branch to cope with. The real major problem this year was delay and reduced traffic in the southwest city of Bristol because of line upgrades and maintenance that was being done on the main line to the capital. Worse still, the rail workers were threatening strike action, and that would be a potential disaster. The engines were checked in the workshop at Lyme Bay to ensure they were okay to run the week, and when the facts were fed back to the association, they made some decisions on priorities. The mail had to run, and other freight did too, so they put Tanya's Harbour Steam Special down as a Sunday event, as it was the only day she could have enough rest. Doyle, on the other hand, had to make regular trips to the harbour on the other 6 days. But they still needed some gimmicks to attract people over the summer holidays. The meeting had been adjourned with an agenda of ideas to be discussed, but the trouble was they needed something for the kids. The kids were amusing themselves in the town, but there was nothing really round the railway that was attracting them at the moment. The engines regularly slept together in the workshop. Stuart was worried that if they weren't kept together, something might go wrong and they would lose money on avoidable predicaments. The engines were up, worrying about what they could do themselves. Something has to be done, wailed Tanya. If we don't find a way to appeal to the kids, the other events will be useless. She was right. Children were a nuisance to entertain, and if there was nothing near the railway to weather map, the adults could not attend the other events. They were trying to sort out galas, but the facilities and grounds to set up were blocked by local council politics. They are really such a nuisance, said Clive. If only there was some way to track them, said Doyle. Or you'll never please kids that easily. We're only old iron after all. We're more likely to attract the older generation. And look how many of them go on stay in Britain every year. Later the next day, Doyle was waiting for an up train to Bristol for his next load of passengers. "15 minutes later and the train arrived, but had to wait at a red light for a through train was due to overtake him. He had been caught up by these trains all day and was complaining. These delays can really pep me up. I'm a fast engine. I should be getting to places quickly. I shouldn't have to be dawdling and stopping and... it makes me mad. Doyle didn't really like listening to these modern day diesels moaning about their line. As much as he felt for them, he couldn't join them in every single moan. He had his own problems. So down he felt a local passenger noticed him. "Why so down?" he said. "Oh, we may not get so many tourists this year. If we can't find something to attract the kids, I don't know what we will do." "Attract the kids?" said the passenger. "Haven't you ever thought of..." And when he had finished, Doyle lit up with excitement. When he next met Tanya, she promised to tell Stuart, and he made arrangements and only let the others know that their visitor was coming.